Time to draw me!
Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another drawing tutorial. That's right, the cartoon drawing tutorial that you tell me what to draw. All you have to do, comment below, tell me what you want to draw, and I will make a lesson for it. And when you subscribe, of course, you get an email telling you, hey, the new lesson's up, this is what it is, and you can go, oh, that's what I wanted him to draw, awesome! And then you go check it out. Anyway, today's lesson is on anger from the Disney movie Inside Out. So this was actually a pretty cool, as I drew him a few times, you know, as practice. It's always good to practice first. And I learned that, you know what, there's not going to be any circles going on in this head. These are mostly rectangles. Okay, this is going to be fun. So, let's get started. Get your 3 Ps out, your paper, your pen, and your pencil. Hopefully there's an eraser on the end of that pencil. And let us get started. The first thing we're going to do, like I said, is we're going to draw, not a circle, but a large rectangle. Alright, and already I can see I'm going to have problems here. Alright, so I drew him too big. I'm going to run out of board because it's still the same thing. Still a rectangle, but as a lot of you know, he has a big fiery head. That's right, we're going to draw him with a fire head thing. So, because he's cool that way, right? So we got your rectangle. Make sure it's a nice big one. Not a square. Alright, so what we're going to do first on this rectangle is I'm going to draw a curved line, a slightly curved line anyway, right here near the bottom of the rectangle. Just a slightly curved line. Alright, then we're going to do the secret. Did I say that too loud? The magic T. That's right, the secret artist secret that only we know about, that tells us where everything goes on this face. So let's put the big, we're going to draw a big T, and we're going to draw it right in there. And then we're going to basically take that center of the magic T, and we're going to draw a line that goes all the way up to the corner of each side of the rectangle. And alright. What is happening here? Alright, once you got that V, looks like a nice little V there, we're going to do a little curved line on each side of a little curved line here. Slightly. Just a small little curved line. And then we're going to go straight back down. Alright, so we got basically this big V shape. Alright, so now what we need to do is we're going to make these giant curved lines, because I found that one of the most important things about drawing anger is his face. We have to draw this crazy face. So, and his eyes are huge, and they fill up a big chunk of the face, which is, man, I'm having trouble with this rectangle. I drew too many circles, and now the rectangle is too hard for me. All right, so there it is. All right, so now once we got his big curved line or U-shaped eyes, now we can use that magic T, and we can put in a little black circle, and a little black circle in the middle. Ooh, he looks mad. And then what we're going to do is we're going to draw another circle around the eyes. Oh, he's getting really scary here. Okay, so we got a scary head. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the top of his head, that was a straight line because it was rectangle, we're gonna make it into a sad face, a slightly sad face, or sad. That's a happy face. That's a smile, right? So we're gonna do that. Make it slightly curved like that. And we're gonna erase that straight rectangle. All right. Now let's go down to do his mouth. And what we're gonna do is another rainbow shape. And it looks like he's got a big frown now. He's just like, I'm so sad. But we're not done with him yet. We're still using that magic T, and we're going to use that as the center of the curved line we just made, and we're gonna make a giant U shape. Upside down U, that is. Or a nice huge rainbow, or whatever you want to call it. But we're not done yet with his mouth. We are going to take, right about the center here, we're going to draw another curved line. This time it's a little happy face down here. And then we're going to erase. So we've basically made a cool, big, yelly mouth. Ah! All right, now we're going to throw in some teeth, and I think I counted, he's got 6 on the bottom, so 6, we're going to just do squares. All right, 6 squares, and they all have to touch each other. So 1 square, 2 squares, 3 squares, 4 squares, 5 squares, 6 squares. And then on the top, there are 5 bigger squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm running out of room. 5. All right, there we go. Boy, he looks mad. Okay, and then we're going to draw a curved line back here, right behind his teeth. I guess you could draw more teeth if you want. And then we're going to draw another curved line right next to it, maybe a little fish hook. All right. I'm going to draw one more tooth. I'm going to get crazy. He's got 7 teeth. Woohoo! All right. So there's his scary face. Let's go down a little bit further into his shirt area. And we're going to go ahead and get some triangles out. And what we're going to do is we're going to use that magic T line that went down into his shirt. And we're going to use this to make the triangle. How? Because the bottom of this, we're going to go up, up, and make an upside down triangle. And we're not done yet. What we're going to do after that is we're going to go back down on both sides, almost like we're making a big giant M. Or, if you will, 1, 2, 3 triangles. 2 right side up and 1 upside down. So, a giant M. Yep, M-Man. But what it's actually going to become is at the bottom of this M, we're going to shoot a slanted line all the way to the corner of his head. And another one on this side, slanted line all the way to the corner of his head. And we just made the color of his shirt. All right. So, and what we're going to do after this is we're actually going to, what are we going to do? We're going to continue this whole rectangle thing, because this guy is filled with rectangles. So what we're going to do is we're going to make one big rectangle here. Actually, it's kind of more of a square, really. And then on the other side, we're going to do the same thing, because we're making his legs. Okay. However, we're not done yet. All right, from this triangle that we just made, we're actually going to go and make another slightly triangle-ish shape. And it'll be kind of long. So it's almost like we made an upside-down ice cream cone. Let's erase this line so we can see more. So upside-down ice cream cone, and then underneath this we're going to draw a triangle. Make it a triangle here. Yeah, we just made his tie. Cool. And Okay, so now we've got his tie and his legs. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make, on the bottom of these legs, is a very skinny triangle. Like that. A triangle. Where's my head? Rectangle. Rectangle. We're doing rectangles right now. So we're going to do a rectangle there. And we're going to do a rectangle on this side, really skinny one. And then underneath this, we're going to actually draw just like a little curved line. Just a slightly curved line. Same thing on this side. This one's a curved line. There's his cute little feet. I know. Don't tell Anger he's cute. I'm sure he will just explode. All right. So we've got his body, and what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and do his arms. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to just draw from the side of, or from the bottom of each side of his head. We're going to draw a slanty line going down. Slanty line going down. And then we're going to just draw a line going towards, connecting into his leg. Now what we're going to do on the bottom of this L-shaped thing that we just did here, we're going to make another curved line like that. Same thing on this side, curved line. So they're almost like half circles, actually. And then we're just going to make a little circle on this one over here, on this hand. And on this one, we're just going to do a little curved line. And then we're going to erase. Okay. But we're not done yet. His arms don't quite look right yet, huh? That's because we need to... Wow. I totally missed something. I always do this. You see where we have this curved line right here? Or it's on his body? We need to do a parallel line that follows it. We're going to do it right now. We're going to follow it around, So we got a nice parallel line, and we can actually go through the tie if it's easier for you to make that curved line. And then erase it, of course, because we're making his belt. I forgot his belt, and we got to keep his pants on because that'd be weird. We're going to draw on this side of the belt one little rectangle, two little rectangles, three little rectangles. So we're going to have three little rectangles on this side, and on this side just one. Okay, now let's go back to his arms. And this is how I got, it occurred to me that I missed that, is because you're going to make a little rectangle on his arm around the same area where his belt is, but not exactly the same place. And then we'll just erase this part here. And then, of course, we can erase this line here. So, he's got, you know, a shirt. Okay. I'll make these a little bit smaller. So it looks more like... Okay, so let's look at his tie. And we'll erase this line in here. And he's got a Z, or a lightning. So just like triangle, 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 just like zigzags. Just make zigzag lines through his tie, and you got it. Okay, and that brings us to the part we all been waiting for. That's right, the fire coming out of his head! And I was all prepared to draw a crazy fire spilling all over the place, but this is Anger. He's got very focused fire anger. So instead of getting crazy with the fire, we're just going to draw straight up lines, just like that. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to draw little skinny triangles. I'm having a hard time doing that, but and that's it. And it doesn't have to have any rhyme or reason. Up and down, make them small, big, little, big, big. Randomize it. It's fine. And then what you're going to do is inside you're just going to draw a couple of straight lines going up like that. Kind of give it some movement. And there you go. It's Anger. So we're going to ink these in. And you're not going to ink in the magic T, right? Right. So let's get rid of that magic T now so no one sees it as the artist's secret. I messed up his teeth doing it. Alright. Alright. There is Anger. Wow, he looks all messed up. So, I know your stuff. looks so much better. Ink these in, color them up, and show me what they look like by submitting them to magically appear below the screen, our Facebook page. That's right, we set up a Facebook page just for your artwork because I want to see your stuff. And we want to show the world how awesome your artwork is and how much better it looks than mine. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you're always notified right away when the next video will be up. And don't forget to comment below. Below every video, we need comments so we know what you want us to do. So, let's see what we got here. We have, these are all comments. So, let's see what I'm going to draw next. It's going to be Lego Hulk. He must have heard I was drawing anger and showed up. No Hulk. Okay. That is not a... We've got Bubbles. Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls. We already did Bubbles. How did this get back in here? There's already a video up for Bubbles, so let's try again. And I don't know why I'm closing my eyes. Okay. And we've got Tweek from the Octonauts. Actually, Tweek is actually my favorite Octonaut. So, I'm actually kind of excited about this one. Like I said, ink these up, color them up, keep drawing. The more you do, the better you get. And we'll see you next time with Tweek.